So it has been 16 weeks since Paula started on my program, and here she is, 16 weeks later, 2 stone lighter, and I have just made a note of the inches you have lost on your waist, and it is a total of 8 inches down.
8 inches.
8
Wow.
inches down. So congratulations, we are here, and I'm so excited. So let's talk about you, and let's quickly touch on your background and the weeks prior to us getting in contact. What was life like back then for you, physically, mentally, emotionally, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I was in a really rough place, really. I was limited to probably 4 outfits to wear, felt so low, didn't have no enthusiasm, was just eating for the sake of eating, and I knew I needed some help. And I knew I needed to get on top of it. It's just that one year had spiraled, another year had spiraled. I'd gone up to like 194 pounds, dropped like about a pound and a half, literally that week before I called you. And I just thought, I just need some help. I just need somebody to motivate me and help me. And I didn't want to do a yo-yo diet. I didn't want to do anything without exercise. I knew I wanted to put my body into some kind of shape again, because I was like a barrel. I mean, if you haven't seen me for the last 2 years, you probably look at me and think, well, you look just like you did a few years ago. But you know, the last 3 years have been really uncomfortable for me, and my back was so sore, Abby. I couldn't properly bend down and there was so much I couldn't do. So
you considered contacting, and you were a bit reserved about making that first leap to, you know, get in contact. And I remember that I'd missed your message, and you probably thought, thank God she hasn't responded to me.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought, oh, I've emailed her and thought, is there any chance you could help a 52-year-old overweight fat woman? And and I thought, oh, maybe this is her thing.
So
I really got away from it.
You are an exception to the rule. Most people are just petrified at the thought of starting out on this journey. They think they're going to be put in some form of discomfort, but yes, it is discomfort to some small degree, but at the same time, it's almost uplifting, because your body takes on the food that we eat, and it almost, you know, it actually sighs a breath of relief. It's like a car being run on mud and trying to just chug its way down the road. And the thought of making a change into your lifestyle is daunting and scary, because we assume that weight loss is an awful, dreaded journey where we get deprived of things. But then the car gets proper nutrition, you know, obviously you're the car, and we start putting good stuff, and that car chugs along until it burns off all of the stuff that wasn't giving it the fuel for it to go. And then all of a sudden you start flying, and it's not until you get to that point you realize this isn't so bad, which then in turn fuels those workouts, gives you that ability to train. And I know at first it was a bit daunting for you to take on this whole new lifestyle, because you were given a carb cycling program. You had to eat 6 meals a day. You had to, everything was worked out for you, obviously, but then you had to measure things, didn't you? And you had to go and get the shopping and make sure you had those things. How did you find the carb cycling program?
Well, to start off with, I got a little, I'll be honest with you, I got a little bit confused. I thought, oh, I've signed up for this. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but you know, I'll give it a go, because I've been watching you and following you, and I liked hearing your stories and how honest you were. And I thought, you know what, I really hope this girl can work with me. I hope she can. And then basically, when I started doing it all, and I was a little bit worried or wasn't sure what I was doing, you know, you were so good, you were so supportive, and you explained to me things I could swap and how to measure. I mean, obviously I know how to measure, but it was just little things. And now I can do it all just by sight. You know, it's the first couple of weeks, Yeah, the first
You
couple of
eyeball
weeks, you have to think about it. You've got to be very organized with your portions. You've got to get out and get shopping. And I was the first week of lockdown, so I was like, oh, I don't have half of this stuff on here, Abby. What am I going to do? You know, and you were like, don't panic, don't worry. You can substitute this if you've got this, or you can substitute that if you've got that. And so, okay, you know, and yeah, I did it. Yeah.
So we've worked we initially did our first 3 months together. Then you wanted to sign up for the final month, which I think if you're going to want to lose 2 to 3 stone, I think you need to be realistic about it. If you need coaching and guidance and motivation, 3 months is the absolute minimum. We'd achieved what we wanted to achieve in the 3 months. Our goal has now changed. Even though this is our last official coach day together, you know I'm here for you as a really good friend.
I do.
You can contact me anytime. I want to know and see what's happening with you. So if you send me progress pictures, that's what I want to, you know, I'll be excited to hear from you. And we're now good friends, and I really appreciate working with you. But the first stage is done. We've got the majority of the weight off. So you wanted to sign up for an additional month. And in that additional month, what we started to look at was alternative ways of how you can manage your nutrition away from the program, because you may not want to stick rigidly to that. So we looked at how you can work out your calories, work out how much protein you need, work out what deficits and maintenances are. And then also what we've now done, we took your carbs quite low. Now we've refeeding you. So your carbs are now coming up again. But listen to this, people, her carbs are coming up, but her weight is still coming off because she is progressively overloading in her weight training. Now you're active anyway. You run a farm, you're Wonder Woman, and you need that muscle and that strength to get your job done. Can you talk to us about how you feel mind over matter when it comes to lifting weights? Because what you think you can't lift, when I ask you to increase from week to week, can you talk to us about how all of a sudden you're managing to move your way up through the weights at the same time as also eating more and losing weight?
Yeah, I think once I understood that on the days I was doing my weight training, which isn't, you know, it's not like I've got a massive gym. I've just got a little bench and a few dumbbells and some kettlebells. But you put me together a program of what I had, because bearing in mind that during lockdown you couldn't get anything, and I didn't have I haven't got a proper gym. I've just got a few weights. So basically what I was doing was, each week you were saying to me, don't increase the reps, just increase the weight. And I was just listening and responding, and I found it easy. And once I had little videos off of you to show me how to do it and what not to do, it wasn't what I would call rocket science, but it wasn't something that I'd ever done before. I was the type of person that if I wanted to lose weight, I would eat less and move more. I would either run, cycle, or swim. It was as simple as that for me. I'd never used weights before. And I find that my body is almost like a different shape now. And I can see muscle definition. And I'll sort of go to my husband, oh, look at those muscles, and which is quite fun, but the whole thing, I just found, it's just starting off slowly. I mean, I couldn't even do 1.5 kilos pushing back like this. And now I'm doing 3.5, and I'm doing 5s and 10s in other areas that I couldn't do before. And I just sticking to the program, sticking to the reps, sticking to the different exercises for the muscles. And you did all that. So you wrote it all down. You told me this is what you've got to do, and I just did it.
So the great thing is that you can appreciate now that if you don't like running and cycling or cross train or whatever, any cardio is great to speed the process up, but it's not essential for me. And I think how I've trained you, it's good to train the most important muscle in your body, which is your heart, and cardio does make you feel really good, but in the early stages it's not essential. It's the calorie deficit, and if you are 2 stone heavier, just tinkering with the the program regards the weightlifting is the best thing to do. Just tinker, and eventually that tinkering will turn into more dedicated weight training. So as long as you're moving, the weight comes down, the training intensity increases. But I think some people, they come at this and they see the written program and they're like, oh my God, so she's written me the diet, I'm following that, but I'm struggling here, and they feel very deflated because they can't, you know, achieve all the movements just straight away. And I think that's the thing where people need to understand is the food comes first. That's where we work first, and then the body will slowly adapt, and you will then progress and progress. Now you have ordered more equipment, you've got all your new bench, and you know, you've got all your new weights, and you're enjoying using it. So I'm so proud of you. From day one, you were mentally engaged, you were positive. And I think for a lot of the clients that I've got at the moment, it's now or never. And that's so important, because at 52, look at you. And I can't wait. I'm hoping that we're going to share. I think we could share your progression photo, maybe right here in the video, and we could pop it in here, and people can see even your posture has changed. Your skin is more vibrant, your chin is up, your shoulders are back. You look not 52. You don't come across in any way, shape or form. Not that 52 is old. In the grand scheme of things, 52 is a very young age. So why wouldn't you want to look after your body? And you certainly have done it. And I'm so proud of you for what you
thanks, Abby. Thank you. I have to be honest with you. I didn't feel 52 up here when I started the program. I've always felt a little bit younger, but my body felt probably more like it was 60 because I just couldn't do hardly anything, and I was struggling. I was really struggling, you know. I felt awful, and I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to really do anything, and it seems so silly to let me feel that way just because I had some extra weight, but it was all on my stomach, and it was so uncomfortable, you know. And you know, now I still know I've got some work to do, and I'm happy to do the work. I'm not afraid of the work or anything. It's fantastic.
Just imagine now. Can you even imagine? Because I'm excited about this. I know I'm probably going to speak to you Christmas Day. I speak to all my good friends Christmas Day. I drop them a message or whatever. And I'm going to say to you Christmas Day, I can't believe what you look like now. You know, something like that. It's going to be, you know, another 5, oh God, it's like 5 months till Christmas or something ridiculous. But a lot can be achieved. And I think people think, you know, this takes a long time, but how quickly the results come. People don't realize how quickly it happens. I think getting out of shape sneaks up on you, doesn't it? You don't see it coming, and it's a gradual thing, and it happens over time. And every excess calorie you put in your body, every night you just sit there and don't do something, and eventually you're ill or unwell, and you didn't see it coming. But with the fitness, thank God it comes quick, because when you do get moving, the results come quick. Another 5 months, Paula, you are going to be absolutely just thrilled. And I can't wait to see what we're going to see of you in another 5 months. And I think you've been a great inspiration to the Abby Curtis Fitness group. A lot of the people on the group fitness page through Facebook, Abby Curtis Fitness, have looked up to you. I've had clients sign up because of you.
Oh, really? That's great.
I've had people in their 50s, a lot of women and men, because you have inspired them to not only, you know, think about, you know, looking at fitness in a different manner, but your attitude towards achieving this goal has been really uplifting. And I want to thank you so much from everybody in the group for being that inspiration to us all this year. You've been amazing to train.
Well, thank you. I'm blushing now.
I know, I'm not going to cry. So I'm so thrilled. So please do keep posting occasionally on the group wall. Just give us a little snippet.
I will.
going on, because it's,
absolutely,
you don't realize how much people have respected your progress. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, Abby. Thank you very much. More to the point. Your patience.
No patience with you. You were a joy to work with. So everyone, you know, you can keep following Paula. I think you're Chilworth Tower on Instagram, aren't you? But you don't.
Yeah, that's my farm. Yeah.
Yeah. Much on there. It's all about farms and horses. But if you wanted to drop Paula a message, I'm sure you'd be happy to give anyone a shout back to let them know what your thoughts were on all of this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great, Abby. And, you know, I always remember the first week when I come down the stairs, the second day of exercising, and I said to you, I can't hardly walk down the stairs, Abby. And you explained to me about the delayed onset for the muscle and everything. And I was like, okay, will this get better? It will, Paula. Well, you know, lifting some heavy weights last week, I had a slight version of it. And I thought, oh, this is good because this is building muscle. And before I used to think, oh God, this is sore, so this is hurting me. But no, it's not.
Who knows?
And it
could be entering
understanding.
Your first bikini contest, you know, your physique
contest. Wouldn't know about that.
Never know. You just don't know. You might get really into this and then you're right. I'm off. So, well, I'm going to end our chat here. Let you get on with your Sunday. You look beautiful, amazing, and you've really changed the thoughts of a lot of people watching you. So thank you so much for that.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I can't wait to keep in contact. So I'll let you get on with your day, and I wish you the very best. But just remember, I'm always here. Whenever you want me, I'm always here. I'll speak to you soon.
Take care and thank you. Bye-bye.